1:15. What time did it go?
What time did it end?
Yeah. 1:15.
We're so long. We have 14 teams. Anywho, damn.
I don't even have to.
We didn't even get anywhere. Put that up. All right. So, welcome to episode 1 of the Humble Pod. We're gonna do a quick roundtable. Who we are, what we do, why we're doing this even. So I guess I'll start. I am Kevin, aka Kevy Bananas. I work in logistics and I'm trying to get out. I just want to follow the dream, play some golf, meet some cool people along the way, and have some fun. What about you, Andy?
You already accomplished the first part. We're pretty cool, to be fair. So you met some cool people.
Fair enough.
I'm Andy, Sunday Andy, because I'm basically Tiger Woods Jr. Not a big deal. What did you say, your work title?
Yeah, just into it.
Application engineer, and I've been golfing. How long have I been golfing for? Since we were like 12 or 11?
I'd say somewhere around there, yeah.
Well, you're about 40, aren't you?
My hairline says that, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
That's all I got.
What about you, Corey?
Well, I'm Corey. Sober Corey today, because...
Still drunk Corey?
Drunk Corey had some fun yesterday.
Really buzz Corey doesn't ring as well, but...
do HVAC work, and
logistics soon.
I don't want to do it anymore. I hate it.
That's the spirit.
Boss, if you see this,
I don't give a
don't pay attention to that part.
But on a real note, why are we chasing the YouTube dream? Does anything come to mind? I know I'm just kind of putting everyone on the spot now. I haven't really thought about it either.
No, I haven't either. I think we play golf already, and we're gonna do it every week anyway. We might as well, record it and have some fun, and maybe if it takes off, it takes off. That's where I'm at.
It's fair.
I just enjoy people making fun of my swing. So why not put it out there for everyone?
Yeah,
You're
sick of the same. You're sick of the same 3 people.
Yeah, I just want more people to make fun of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be different. This kind of turned into a side project for me. I had struggles, and still do apparently, public speaking and just speaking in general. So I thought this would be a good outlet to try and do something, and this just kind of turned into a mini brand / business. Hopefully that takes off. So, on to segment 1 here, and we should probably get creative and kind of name them as we go, but hey, we're new here. Beer League Woes. Oh, buddy. Does anyone want to set the floor for this one?
Well, the first meeting went awesome. We got kicked out of Buffalo
Wild
Wild Wings.
Sure, but how did we even get to that meeting? What happened?
I believe I drove. No, I didn't. I was too drunk to drive. Andy drove me there.
I set the meeting pretty much.
Okay, right. And why did you want this meeting?
Because, what is it?
A child.
Oh, I heard yelling. So, playing hockey, I explained to you guys, is fun for me, but it's mostly a workout.
Sure.
So, the only reason I play anymore is to play with the boys. My cousin, you guys, you Rose, and there's not really too many outside of that I enjoy playing with on the team overall.
That's fair.
That I go there. I mean, I enjoy playing with pretty much all of them, but I don't go there for them. Whereas a couple you two possibly taking off, you and Rosen, because obviously A-League is more up your alley.
Right.
Is understandable, but would be a bummer from our perspective.
Whoa!
We already have some issues with scoring. You're losing our 2 top scorers.
Yeah.
Not ideal. So wanted to set a meeting to kind of the issues on the table to actually get them on the floor, because it seems like people, especially on this team, have an issue with we'll say it to one another over there, but not.
Yeah. We're very passive aggressive too.
So getting it all out, I think, was good. I mean, a lot of the changes that we have been talking about, people moving to forward, some moving backward, talking about shifts that everyone's been complaining about for years.
Oh yeah.
Got either brought up or fixed. So I thought it was productive.
I hope they get fixed. What was your kind of mind going to this? Were you just along for the ride? Where was in the back?
I was not in any shape to be doing anything. And that may have been the reason why we all got yelled at, because I was trying to keep everyone quiet. Because you're trying to talk on one side of the table, and then I got 3 people over here screaming and yelling Like, guys, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, except you would scream louder than everybody else was screaming at that time.
Well, at that point, you just assert your dominance. The loudest one wins. That's how Brandon works in the locker room when he's talking to people right next to him.
Yeah. But to set the stage, so it's Sunday. We just got done with a round, and then more rounds, and then some more rounds, and some more rounds, and then we go to BDubs. Now, I think we were calm, cool, and collected. Mm-hmm. We waited for, I think, what do we have, like 11 people there?
Yeah, I think with AJ.
Something like that?
Eventually.
AJ was there, Chuck wasn't.
And we wanted to sit outside so we can actually talk. The patio's closed. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
A sports bar where, I don't know if you ever been to a UFC fight at BDubs, but I can't even order food there because they can't hear me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what were you there for? Like 10 minutes? We all just got our drinks and we just hopped right into it, right? We're talking lines. We're talking about payment. We were talking about like expectations. Let's take minute shifts. I mean, what are we trying to prove with 3-minute shifts? Nothing. We're old.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to speak up. Everyone can hear us, and all of a sudden, little Miss Waitress comes over and says we're not getting served. Ben tries to order beers. I don't know how much beers and walk away. Shout out Woodhaven Meetups.
For real. Their manager was on our side, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think it's only because AJ knew. Like,
well,
I don't know.
So AJ knew. I mean, maybe it's because he kind of flashed like the big manager's name or whatever. But the other one came over before that chick came out, and she was like, "Well, how are you guys being allowed different than like a sport like a game night?" And then that was when like Ben was like,
yeah.
"Yeah." So yeah, that was a trip.
And a lot of people left hungry that day.
Yes.
They missed out on what?
Yeah,
at least a $400 tab.
And they made me go to Chili's of all places. Oh.
That wasn't even the B, C, or D option.
No, that was negative.
That was my Z option.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, 6-star down this.
A 6-star would have been better, but
We were actually on the way to 6-star, and then we diverted because Tori and Alex were like, "Hey, we got a table," and then by the time we got there, they were like, "Well, you guys said you got a 6-star, so we left." So I'm like, "You
Jesus
bitches,
Christ.
man."
Now that's a great topic. Girlfriends, bench one, go. Get rid of them, all of them. So, do you feel like there's any actual resolution?
we'll have to wait to see for week 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's easy to talk about.
I think like I said, the things that could get solved, like Chuck saying that she's cool moving forward. It didn't seem like Matthews had too many issues when you moved them to forward. That kind of thing should be easy to resolve, but yeah, like the shift durations and all that, we're not gonna
That's
know.
going to go out the window so fast.
Yeah, we're not gonna know.
And then Bob alone, like I want Bob to pay. I told Bob to pay. Kevin just needs to divide out the amount.
Mm-hmm.
Will he pay? Probably not. We'll be back to square one. Bob will miss warm-ups. He claims he cares, but he only cares when we're down 4 because he didn't get a good warm-up and doesn't want to move. And that's like my number one frustration, honestly, is like, one, the kid's a mailman and can't lose weight. How do you gain weight walking 10 miles a day? Is it the breakfast smoothies? Is it the 6 beers a day? What is it? Like, you're 32, I think, now? Fucking let's go, dude. I don't get it.
I don't think we're gonna see any resolve until
We can do another. I mean, it was brought up. We're gonna do this again next week since that was kind of cut short and a lot of stuff didn't get put out. And I know you said I'm in, but obviously this going on, so I didn't think it would happen. But we can do another one, no mini one even before the season starts.
When does the season start? Next
After
week?
Labor Day.
So
Maybe like a little cookout get together. Let's do
exactly.
some burgers and dogs. Do a meat missile review for the fan. One.
At least one of you.
And see where that takes us. Maybe that's a move.
Yeah, I think you have to say all these things directly instead of hoping they get resolved.
Yeah, BDubs wasn't the best location. We should have went to like Brooklyn's where it's somewhat like a hole in the wall bar.
Or like, I mean, I like what you said better. Like, you know, we can go to someone's house and
Well, like hindsight.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
But moving forward, I mean, it's a holiday. Let's get together.
Yeah.
Rosen he'll be in Dubai or something. Thanks for coming, Rosen. Thank you. We're scrambling for your segment, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Phone a friend here.
You got a whole like thing where you want to like have people over your house. You got a dope grill. Maybe we just all go to Corey's house. Problem solved.
You got the cornhole hole boards.
Yes, I do, Kev. Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you. Does someone want to tackle this ad read for me, or should I? Because
no, I want to.
All right.
I want to watch you stumble through this.
So stay tuned, basically, for some more drama to unfold. We'll keep you updated. It'll be fun. It'll be a roller
Maybe
coaster.
we'll give you guys
Maybe we'll do in the shower pod.
That's
All right.
We're getting banned real quick.
All right, but this.
It's all audio in the shower. You just record the audio.
Imagine. Act like you've been there. Okay, so this podcast is brought to you by Smash Factor. Are you looking to get into golf? Are you looking to hit bombs on a budget? Introducing the new club supplier, Smash Factor. Smash Factor offers clubs that are extremely comparable to the big names like TaylorMade and Titleist. And they offer a huge price cut. Drivers are starting at $150. Individual irons, wedges, and even putters start at $85. Trust us, we received the driver earlier this summer and it has not left my bag. Except for that one time we tried to, get a new shaft for. But hey, semantics. Oh. It's fine. We want it back in the bag. We need a longer shaft. That's on us, not Smash Factor. Anywho, there you go. M doesn't count. Go check out Smash Factor at smashfactorus.com and use promo code HUMBLE20 for $20 off your purchase. I repeat, use HUMBLE20, HUMBLE 20 at smashfactorus.com. All right, so up and coming. What's on the Humble Beach calendar? Is there something that we want to, are we going to do trips soon? Do we want to sneak up north in the fall?
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Talking about an North Cripper he's watching this round right now.
I'm all about my favorite season is fall by far.
Sure.
And going up north golf in the fall. It's gonna suck a little bit in the morning or something like that. Maybe some mosquitoes, but at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be sweet.
What's the latest in the season we can get up there?
That's a good question. Do you know? I know you play Nightmare Dream. Do you know what time they usually start shutting down, or?
I have no idea because we usually play in the middle of summer when it's hot as fuck.
I can call them.
Online and check.
Yeah.
See when, I'm sure
It wasn't so much of a timing; it's more of a quality of play.
Yeah.
Mike and them were just up there, played the Dream of Nightmare. They said it's still in pristine condition.
Yeah, well, it's August. I'm saying this is the first week of October. Too late.
No, I don't think so. I think even mid-October, especially last year, it was pretty hot all the way up until almost November.
Yeah,
it was in the 60s and all that. And I think it's gonna be the same this year again. So I'm pretty sure
global warming.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can really think of right now is we got the Humble Beach Invitational. We got to do a handicap round, or at least try to. If not, we could figure it out. We know our buddies well enough. Mm-hmm. Did we decide on 9 or 18, by the way?
I think the first one we only do 9.
Yeah.
I think trying to get that many people coordinated for 18 holes.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
And then
throw a backyard party for the ceremony then?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a trophy Crown Trophy is only open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's impossible to get there.
Sounds like my kind of place to work.
Well, they might be hiring. I don't know. Maybe swing by.
I'm working those times.
Yeah, so if I can ever get in, I'll get that trophy. It's a little golfer guy. Maybe we can replace him with a hockey guy. And we got the gold jacket or the sandy, dusty, muddy.
The beachy.
Yeah, the beachy. That sounds a lot better than sandy, dusty, muddy. I got Lynette. Shout out Lynette. Getting a patch made for it, so it's gonna be nice and bold and say the Humble Beach Invitational. We're still workshopping that name. And then the only other thing that I can really think of is a winter trip, because living in Michigan, it's tough to golf. So maybe get down to Murder Beach. Or
I thought we were settling on Florida.
All right, Florida decided right now.
I want Myrtle Beach more than anything, but I think there was another reason why Florida came up as the winner. I don't remember though.
Is it because you were going to?
You're going to.
Well, I was probably going, but you guys were saying before that, for some reason, that we should do Florida. I don't know. Anyway,
I thought we were going to Arizona.
Do you remember why Florida ultimately won? Well, was it just because like Rosen said I don't know, and we did the round table at
Yep, that is what it was. Yeah, and then you were like, all right, Florida, and then that
put
was
me in
it.
the tiebreaker spot. It's because if we do end up with you in June, or it's why not diversify?
Yeah, and that's the cool thing is Myrtle Beach trip is really not that hard to plan because there's so many, there's condos and all sorts of crap everywhere. So,
do you know anything about like the weather and like when it's kind of perfect to sneak down there compared to like frigid up here?
Actually, little off subject. I don't know that. I can find out though because I play games. People live in North South Carolina.
Sure.
But they did bring up that like you guys are talking about like February, right? To go to
March,
to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, because I said it'd still be too cold.
The one guy that I know said, "Dude, it's like 30s in February for them too. It does. They don't.
On the water.
Snow. Yeah. It doesn't. But they're like it's pretty cold. So 40s at best.
Ooh, you have an opinion.
What about going to that Tobacco Road course? Believe it's in either South or North Carolina.
I assumed it was like Virginia or something.
No, because it's one of the foreplay.
Oh, the one you sent me way back when?
The foreplay guys.
Yeah,
that was one of
You
their.
said 4.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh, I want to watch their channel.
Yes, the foreplay podcast guys. Them fellers went. And that was one of their first videos when they had a narrator on their videos too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like random golf.
It
films
looks
level.
Yeah. It honestly looks like
It's in North Carolina.
Great course.
Yeah, he lives the one of the guys I know lives in near Charlotte, North Carolina. He says it's like it's pretty cold in February, March. So
I don't take them too serious though.
What? Well,
Southerners.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah,
The way they talk.
cold to them is like 60. But I looked it up. I looked like the average weather, and it's like 30s, 40s in February in North South Carolina.
So early March, we could probably get away with a 50.
Yeah.
Probably more 40s though. But I think what we experience, like, the wind chill up here is fucking deadly.
Yeah, it is.
Down there, it's like, what, a nice southern breeze? Is that Mima's sweet tea I smell? Soft.
Some random hillbilly eating pork rinds on a damn trailer over there.
But I was working as a door-to-door salesman back in my Florida days, and I never wore a coat, and I was down there through March. So that's Orlando too, right in the middle of the old, I don't know, it's not really a panhandle because that's up there, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so right here, March 4th, weather, Myrtle Beach, the average temperature is between 47 and 60.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, so if we did like March, now you're talking like February. I think I was looking at February before, so you're like middle of February, February 15.
This is in Myrtle Beach.
It's 44 to 56. So that's
What about Florida? Because it could be a little hotter.
I would
Florida's
assume
probably hotter.
10 degrees.
10 degrees hotter. Yeah, the other thing too is talking about like conditions of the course and all that kind of stuff. Like if I don't mind
Or when they
doing it,
narrate
but-
and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
I don't
Vegas
care,
does
but-
it like when you guys are going to
Mhm.
Freddie's bachelor party. I still might hop on the red eye for the content. We don't know.
Dude, we gotta get our flights by the way going.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
We were gonna do that like Friday, but you got home too late. So because right now like this is the sweet spot, I guess, like 60 days. Now we're flirting with like 58 days or whatever we are.
The 2-day window.
Oh dude, it's they what is it called, the flight hopper or whatever thing? It's like an app or whatever where they tell you when you should buy it. It's still telling us to wait. It's gonna go down, but I think we just pull the trigger because
Well, let's keep this personal then. What's going on with work? Why are you so busy?
a lot of changes. Like you work at a
Like
mortgage.
systems and whatnot, or
Just
you
everything,
just talking? Okay.
everything. You work in a mortgage company with what's going on with inflation and rates. Everything's pivoting.
Well, they're more of a tech company these days, aren't they?
Yeah, they say that, but I mean,
Oh, to you, no, but to the
yeah,
average Joe, yes.
that's one of the things that we've talked about. The people that have been there a couple of years, like they say that we're like a tech company, but they're not. They are and they're not. They kind of like pivoted pretty hard during the pandemic, and then the way I hear it is it kind of shifted away since I started, and not like where I'm at. It's definitely turning in like kind of a tech type thing because we just doubled our team size.
Sure.
Meanwhile, underwriters are getting laid off, so it's like maybe we
Isn't
are.
that what
pivoting
Rosen
into-
is?
Yes.
Rosen better
Well,
step
that's-
up and grow this brand then.
That's what I
He's
was saying.
only
Like,
job.
he was in that meeting I told you guys about where they're getting another buyout offer, and if not enough take it, they're gonna get forced into banker roles.
Forced when he would hate that.
Oh yeah.
He's such a crybaby, and I hope you watch this. He's such a crybaby. Like when he had to answer the phones for 2 weeks, like, oh, coach, I don't want to play two hockey anymore, please.
I don't know. James said he just quit. He's like,
I'm a gamer now.
to be fair,
He could run the Twitch channel for us.
right. To be fair, he like I don't know what he does because he doesn't do as much like commission type stuff like Rosen does. But one of the another one of the engineers, her husband is an underwriter.
Yeah.
Same thing that Brandon does roughly, and she said like if he got forced into banker, he would make like half of what he's making now, and he'd have to work like 60 hours just to come close to what he's at now. So it's not only like a role change, but you're probably getting a fucking pay cut.
That's tough.
Especially when you're based on commission and mortgage industry. No, it's fucking buying houses. For the most
And
part.
they won't be for
Yeah.
a couple years to come.
So yeah, it's a bigger deal than just like shifting your role. You know, it's
Yeah.
Well, at this point, you might as well just take the buyout.
that's what
Maybe.
they're hoping. So
On a, I guess, pay cut note, you want out of HVAC?
Yeah.
Is this strictly based on hours?
No, not hours so much. It's the company I work for. I
how
don't
come
like,
you don't? I haven't asked you. How come you don't like it?
It started out fine, but
Yeah, that's what I
they
remember.
don't. They don't give a rat's ass about any of us for not making them money. Like they don't care if we have lives outside of work.
True.
And I get like, yeah, it's work, it's a trade. I understand that, but I also have friends who do construction that they're like, dude, this place.
If you're
is
referring
awesome.
to Cowley, he doesn't really do anything.
No, not college.
He pulls a Microsoft Paint at home and works from home.
Does he really?
That was a joke when the pandemic was pretty
I don't
bad.
even know what Call does besides like contractor style work.
Like commercial grade paint stuff and pipeline stuff,
But yeah,
which is gas in buildings. If you,
I think it might just be this company. It's just
yeah.
I mean, it's like I told you. It's a good breaking point into HVAC industry. You got to get in the mud and get through it, and then you can get the better jobs. But I know he also mentioned he doesn't like. I mean, what do you say? You feel like you're like destroying your body, climbing up ladders, crawling under ACs. And,
That's also not the only thing destroying your body,
Well.
but that's probably the next episode.
another AA.
next episode, Corey intervention. But I mean, that's fair. Like I told him for years, if you can get a nice cushy desktop, dog, do it.
Yeah.
Especially because nowadays most offer at least some form of work from home. You know, maybe not permanent, but
And I sent him the warehouse link for my company. Like, it's not hard work. You're on a forklift moving fucking pallets and loading trucks, and then that's the gateway into the office. Just with your experience, it would probably be easier to get in that way. I'm not saying, you're not going to get in. I got to follow up tomorrow, assuming I don't call off. That's neither here or there, but but yeah,
See how many of them high noons you had.
yeah, they're going down.
you got a whole draft to get through, man. You're
This is
falling
true.
off tomorrow.
Yeah, this is true.
I said to get through the draft. I'm gonna be passed out here by the third round.
Third round. Okay, well, maybe we could help you out there at my company. I don't think we're supposed to be just like railing off our own personal companies, right? That we just kind of keep that hush hush and talk shit about other things, like how McDonald's like dunked my quarter pounder in grease last week. But that's
I mean, I haven't. I don't think you guys have to like actual company. I just I work in a mortgage company. And
Sure.
like,
Yeah, just logistics, HVAC. Okay, cool. We're covered. Again, learning.
I
I
think
haven't read the guidelines.
maybe
yet.
I might have dropped the R word at some point. I don't know, but
They're huge. Everyone's associated
Yeah,
with
so-
the R word.
but whatever. Just bleep it out. It's fine.
With a little rocket on it. I mean, a missile. It's a missile. So, I feel like since this is the first episode, maybe we talk about what we want from this brand. Like, what are you personally? And you don't have to go first. I'm just kind of looking at you. What are you personally trying to get out of this? Like, is it just kind of fun for you? Where do you see this in the next 6 months? In the next golf season?
In the next golf season, hopefully this is all I have to do.
That's
I would
bold,
like
my friend. But
I would like to not work
I respect it. I respect it. do you have a more rational mindset?
Official drill and flyer.
That'd be sweet.
Sunday Andy's gonna die, and I'll be Sunday drill and flyer. That's what I'm gonna be.
I'm still alive at least. I just don't have a job. I just golf for a living at that point.
Okay. Do you have like a subscriber goal or like a fan base, a following, something that you are looking to do that we can't because we don't have said following?
I don't know enough about like how many we should have to at first, you know, per level or plateau,
Well,
I guess. But
they say the average time to 100 is 61, 62 days.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if you're uploading every day, have high
Right.
quality,
Yeah.
maybe you already have a past following. It's not uncommon for it to take a year to hit 100.
oh yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
So, for me, I just think it'd be cool to get acknowledged maybe by some other content creators.
Mhm.
Maybe do a little collab so someone can help us get started. Because obviously, like, Bob, the sports didn't necessarily start on their own. He knew Frankie from Foreplay. They connected with Good, and now he's growing crazy. And Garrett and Micah had their own channel where they did like trick shots and stuff and went viral first and then started the channel. So maybe they could have this growth mindset and bring us along, and then we could start getting invited to these cool like pro-am events where they're just there at like Purcell Farms shooting the shit with each other. That's kind of my goal for next season, is like getting acknowledged by one.
Mhm.
That's it.
That seems reasonable.
I think it'd be cool. Like, I'll fucking front the bill. I don't care. I'm not asking for the free ride. Just plug us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I'd still like to quit my job. But
I'm
we'll
not
set
gonna-
reasonable
I'm not
goals to start. If you want to do that.
Well, like, if you want to like live in that room or something, like I'll carry you. You just got to do all the editing and all the camera work. And I could give you the free ride until this gets off the ground.
No.
No.
I'll just keep working. It's fine.
Yeah, I also understand too, like, we're two factors right now. Like, we're not 19 like most of these kids are.
We have the money, though.
And we do have the money, but we're also so new at, we're so new at this stuff. Like, we're not people that all of us are huge into like
Yeah.
content creators.
Yeah, like,
and how
I just
do
watch it. I never
Yeah,
studied
exactly. And we're just learning as we go. So like that again, like I've referenced it 100 times. That golf psychic guy, like he says, like you're gonna have shitty videos. You're gonna have bad video editing and quality, and then eventually you get better and better, and then your video or your channel grows. So I think that realistically, same thing with Corey and the H-Fan. You're gonna go through the mud for a little while,
Sure.
and then you get out of it. You get like a rhythm going, and then we'll start growing a little bit.
I do think our speed to change is
Yep.
way more significant than anyone in the past.
Yeah.
If you watch our first video to our 10th video to our 30th video,
It's night and day.
night and day, 40 days ago, like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. And we're willing to put the money down. So if people just kind of like hop on and start to show support, we know it's working.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe that's what takes us off. If that made sense.
Yeah, it's just an exposure thing. You could have the coolest. I don't know if you ever seen that guy, the Dr. Disrespect, used to kind of like watch a little bit, where he was like, he had like a voice changer, and he had like the little backdrop, and he was a ship in space type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen? You know what I'm talking about? No. So he was nothing, but even Dr. Disrespect was like, man, this guy's like editing and video quality is out of this world, and it wasn't until he hosted him that he
Yep.
was. That's so we could have the greatest videos in the world, but we're not getting
someone to see
exposure.
them.
Yeah, exactly. So your goal, getting like one person to plug us, that type of thing, that's what we should be going for, I think.
Yeah, and like,
So do we try like a Twitch channel and like live stream us golfing?
We can.
they say that's one of the best ways to get out there. Because even if you're scrolling on TikTok, like 3 live feeds will pop up.
So you just gotta be careful with the words we use, because we will get banned fast.
Yeah.
Twitch or TikTok or whatever. Yeah. I was looking at him the whole time. So
Why?
he's looking behind him, but no, it's you, dude.
In Rosen too.
Yeah.
Oh no! See, I said it again.
Like literally, I think and the cool thing, you do like a Twitch channel too. Do you mind? I'm trying to talk. Jeez.
I'm dying. Hey, our audio's not that great. Settle down.
I think if we did a Twitch channel too, like, you know, when you and I play like games like Ark or anything, we could, hey, Humblebee's playing video games. Then you get into the video
Humble games
people, and then some of those guys golf and they see the other videos on Twitch. Like, oh shit, these guys golf.
Like Tim and Tatman started golfing.
Guth didn't even know we had a YouTube channel, but he found us on TikTok.
Exactly.
So like little stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you say? Who said James said our videos are too long?
I did.
So maybe he's onto something. Maybe we're losing a lot of views and like we're boring we don't have the fan base that want to see how the match ends because we're not good at hitting incredible shots every single time, or Sunday Andy hitting incredible shots every single time.
Right.
But I think we're relatable. So 6 hole's probably the sweet spot. Try to keep 15 minutes the longest and talk more. A new camera angle, but you know that's a topic for another day. Is finding another camera and some audio because the wind's a killer.
Usually every round I wind up,
I can't
hear anything except the wind.
I think I told him when you and I were going back and forth about it, when I said if you want to come by and check out some of the, so you can get your opinion on it. Like, I think the play is to get him a mic to start, because you can hook that right in your iPhone or Bluetooth, and it'll feed audio right into your video. After we get mics for everybody, then you're gonna start messing with the technical difficulties of like combining them all, blah blah. But I think we get him one to start, because there's $60 you get a nice quality mic with a whole receiver, microphone.
It's either that or we get the $300, whether it be a GoPro or like a Canon, and get the big Cheeto mic.
Yeah,
wind is an issue with that too, but it's crisp.
Yeah, but that's only one cart. It's you know like, unless. Where do you put that kind of mic? It's like right in the cart, right?
It's right on top.
So
wherever the camera is.
The only issue with that is when we're going to the tee box hitting and the banter's going, you won't necessarily get as good of quality as if you just had a mic right here.
Fair.
So,
but I think that's why a dual camera system would be perfect. Yeah. So we get the one setup on the gallery that's picking up. I don't know. Yeah. That's a strategy meeting for another time.
Right. We'll just have someone film us so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Also, Smash Factor has been great. They've been responsive and they are trying to help us. I'm thinking we shop the golf ball market. I reached out to Dixon Golf. It's like I don't want to butcher what they are, especially on episode 1. It's a bad look. Golf balls. It's an eco-friendly American sports equipment manufacturer. So, global warming.
Eco-friendly, love it.
But I reached out to them. They wanted clarification what I was asking for. I sent them that. I'm still waiting for a response. So maybe, just maybe, I could stop losing my own golf balls. And I can lose yours, Dixon.
They're still going to be your golf balls.
Yeah, we can start planting them strategically across the course and forest for people to find.
I do think the urinal QR code would be sweet too. Yeah. But again, some things to talk about later.
You pissed on my face, friend.
All right, so since Rosen is old reliable and he's obviously not here, Corey and I are going to hop into some Rosen's betting corner. Soon to be Cal's betting corner because,
He shows up.
He said I'll sit this one out. So, if we needed him, he would have showed up. So,
clearly we needed him.
Say something we needed, right? Maybe. Call him right now, damn it.
Yes. Can we Skype him in? So, before you got here, we were just talking about some football. Like, hey, let's just throw something together. Maybe we're right. Maybe we're not. Maybe we live to the professionals. So, Corey. Corey, you were leaning toward the Bills game this Thursday, which is it's tough betting on a Thursday night.
Thursday?
Next Thursday, but by the time this airs, this Thursday.
It's true.
So, talk about that.
It looks like a good matchup. I think Josh Allen's an elite quarterback, and I think the dude throws for over 200 plus yards every game.
The whole season? You just in general? Yeah.
If not, he's going to be at like 190.
So, I took some notes on what you're talking about earlier, and it says you got Josh Allen for over 250 yards through the air, 2 total touchdowns, and they're going to hit the over.
I'm taking the over in that game.
The line is 51.5.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a shootout?
I,
Or is Josh Allen just going to run them?
the Rams and the Bills, it's two high-powered offenses. I don't think you can have good defense, but
Ooh, Matt Stafford.
I don't think they're gonna slow either one of those down because they both have a good defense.
Okay. So what does that mean for your Super Bowl pick?
Super Bowl pick is just it's a crapshoot. Honestly, I'm gonna take the Bills. Just 'cause I think Josh Allen's gonna get them their championship.
What if it comes down to a coin flip again?
As long as it's not against Patrick Mahomes, we're okay.
I don't think they get there. It's been a weird year.
I don't know.
So, me personally, I took the easy game. I think Carolina's gonna beat the Browns. No Deshaun Watson. Too much massage therapy. Baker Mayfield's back facing the old team that did him dirty. I think this one's gonna be a weaker game, 17-10. I think that's the under, and the line was 41 even. But my hot take is Baker Mayfield 3 picks.
He's gonna throw 3 picks.
He's gonna
still get the
throw
win?
3 picks and still get that dub. I don't. McCaffrey?
Christian.
Yeah, he's
He's a
Carolina,
running
right?
back, yeah.
He stays healthy. That team's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, that's a very key thing because he
And
doesn't
stops
ever
go
stay.
flipping through the air like Eddie Gordon from Tekken. He'll be fine.
Every year he flips through the air. And
Yeah,
breaks
something. And then for the Super Bowl
Same.
pick, I think the Chargers got it this year. We got the rising star in Herbie, and the team's just gonna hop on. And Rosen's probably a homer, and he's gonna say the Lions or something because
I honestly
of the
think
Hard Knocks.
I think the line. Have you been watching Hard Knocks? It's awesome.
No, I don't have HBO. If I had more subscribers, I could afford it.
It's awesome.
Do you have any feedback about the NFL, or should we move on? Okay.
I haven't watched football games since the Super Bowl and Thanksgiving before that, and that's it.
Okay. So to close out the show here, we're going to do one last segment called Bench Start Cut. Being from the Detroit area, we're just going to keep it simple this first time around. And we're going to either bench start or cut the Red Wings, Pistons, or Lions. And we're just saying who's going to have the better season. And that could go up in the air for who's going to make playoffs, who's just going to show the most growth, what have you.
I think growth probably
Well, everyone's going to have their own definition.
Yeah,
because
but
I don't wanna-
they're all, from what I understand, getting close to being fringe teams in playoffs. Like Pistons are on the way up,
Sure.
based on what Valeni's been saying. The Red Wings are obviously on the way up, and the Lions.
Well, you can't
I
get
have
any
no
worse
idea.
than where the Red Wings were 2 years
I
ago.
mean, yeah,
so
that's fair.
where they went.
And then fourth
17
pick,
total
baby.
games.
Yeah, this is true. So who wants to kick this one off?
Go for it, Corey.
I don't want to cut any of these teams though.
You have to.
I'm gonna cut the Lions just because I know they're gonna get my hopes up. Hard Knocks this year,
Okay.
and they're somehow gonna find a way to just
It's fair. The Lions are easy to cut. I could see
break
that.
my heart.
And I think most would agree with you.
That's gonna be my.
I
cut,
really hope they prove me wrong and they just kill it, and who knows, maybe make the playoffs. But I've seen this in the years I've watched Lions football. They have so much hype and they just shit the bed every time.
Who are you benching?
This point I have to bench the Pistons just because I think they're on the way up, but all their talent is just young. Like they drafted 2 guys.
It's not a bad problem.
No, it's not bad at
Especially
all.
in the NBA.
It's not a bad thing at all. I'm just saying, you don't know what these 2 kids they just drafted are going to do in the regular season.
Right.
Like, Cade Cunningham was the number 1 pick. And he had a good year last year, but was it...
Good is relative.
Yeah. Was it, number 1 pick
I don't
worthy
think so.
year? No, I don't think so.
Is this your exact list?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts about what was said so far?
No, I mean I don't. I watch more basketball randomly than.
Trying to find a Wings game in
Football.
Pistons
Yeah,
around.
that's pretty much it. And honestly, a lot of it is I listen to Valeni on 97.1, and I don't know, I don't even give a damn about football, but I love listening to Valeni. I don't know if you ever 97.1, but
No.
he does, and he's awesome. He's he's a state fan because he's from New York, first off, the Bronx.
Yeah.
And so he's got that, I don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah.
That's literally what he sounds like. And he went to Michigan State for broadcasting, and he's equally honest about how, you know, like when Michigan beats State, and he you know, he's like, they fucked up, you know, it's on them. Michigan deserved this win. He's not a homer, right? And
That's rare.
yeah, exactly. And he, I mean, it could be because he's from New York, but he listened and talk about the Lions and all that. I learned a decent amount, and that's why I heard about the Pistons. And from everything I've been hearing, the Pistons are definitely they're not Iser playing level, but
No.
they're turning it around big time. And I am stoked to finally have some options in this damn city for sports again.
Yeah.
Because you used to be able to watch the Red Wings. I mean, what was it, like 4 years apart? The Red Wings, 3 years apart, the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup, and then the Pistons won the championship in 2004.
Yep.
2 years apart,
2004,
and then
then
08.
08.
It's like, what a time, right? And now it's like we have nothing. So I agree with him that
Okay.
that list is exactly.
So I think we're all gonna agree on the Red Wings before it's even said.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flip flop.
Can I trade the Red Wings?
No, that wasn't an option. But who would you trade them for?
Any team? Ever?
Why?
Like bring any team ever into Detroit
Yeah, like we just traded the Wings.
for?
Toronto, apparently.
No.
That is included in any team ever,
Yeah.
except Toronto.
I get to pick the team.
Ottawa. Yeah. So what team? You said any.
Why though? This is fun seeing them.
It's
I mean,
tattooed on my body, Corey.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we're all gonna pick the Wings,
Right,
To
but-
start, but like, let's throw something random in there. Who would you rather have?
Oh, okay.
Fan base, like.
Where was this 40 minutes ago before we started
Yeah.
filming?
I told you I
You
was
done.
barely awake.
So anyway, anyway,
I heard that.
I cut the Pistons. Cade Cunningham is not a number 1 overall pick, and he's just a role player on any other team. They're not getting better just because they have young talent. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
There's no miles. Nothing has been proven. Trash. And Dumars, I don't even know if he's still there,
No,
but
he's
like
not
he
part
ran
of
that
the
thing.
team.
No, I was talking about like his GM.
No.
Like he ran that thing so
Yeah,
far
yeah.
down. Like he kind of Ken Holland us, but
Well,
we didn't
he
have,
doesn't LLB with us. Fine.
yeah, again, that was tough too. Like we had terrible GMs. And then I'm going to bench the Lions because our division's only getting weaker.
Yeah, it's because I don't know what the fuck Green Bay's doing.
Like Aaron Rodgers can't play forever.
They keep trading away all of
Minnesota,
his talent.
like Kirk Cousins is not the guy, and like was it Diggs was their huge wideout that left a couple of years back to go to Buffalo.
Yeah, but they have Justin Jefferson, they have Adam Thielen.
But if you can't
they
get
have
him ball,
Dalvin
and
Cook.
Thielen's on the way out, and Cook running backs only last 5 years. This is year 6. It's not looking good for our division. So I think if anything, we'll be a division winner in football before we are in basketball. That's why I flopped those two.
Yeah. Could be.
Oh, we'll find out. I think we're gonna have to go to a Pistons game at this
Yeah,
point.
I think the Pistons need like a Cider Raymond level draft or like.
Yeah,
I think they have it.
I don't know.
This year,
we'll see.
the two that they picked in the first round.
Can
this
you
year-
name them?
I don't watch basketball.
There you go. If they were like you, but you knew who LeBron.
LeBron? Yeah, I know who
God,
LeBron is.
why do I run this stuff? Can someone take over? But you knew who LeBron was, right? You knew that guy when he was coming up.
No, I
Everyone
didn't,
did.
actually.
Fuck you.
I didn't watch and like I didn't know who he was when he got drafted. Sure, like everyone's like, oh yeah.
You didn't watch Sidney Crosby play anything in the CHL,
No,
but you knew who he was.
no.
All right.
How would I know? Who
This
he
was
is
the
if I don't?
coldest take I've ever heard. Anywho, let's talk some wings. So the eyes are playing. Things are going great. We have some monsters. I just caught my We have
He's not
Casa.
okay.
We have Cosa? Casa? I'm gonna say Casa.
Sebastian Casa.
No, it was Kosa.
Casa. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Casa.
Casa.
Monster. 6'6", probably still growing. Edmondson, monster. Cider, monster. Proven monster, just won the Calder. Lucas Raymond's only gonna get better at skating. He fell a lot this season, had season tickets. Guy, he's
That could have been the ice's fault. Maybe
he's
not
got
his.
him and Bertuzzi hang out way too much, and it's on the ice. It's weird. Things are looking good, so it's hard to root against them. Not that you would ever root against a home team, but
Well,
Steve Eisner, man.
I root
that guy
against the
is just-
Tigers.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he's literally just 1,000 IQ, like by definition.
And we have, 3 goalies that are under 26 years old?
I don't think Kosa plays this year.
That still, but he's in our system. And he will be the guy.
Well,
he
he's
will
gonna,
be
I think he
Vasilevsky.
has to go to Grand Rapids this year.
Like, we
He's too
traded
old for juniors
To go back? Yeah,
I
maybe.
think he's 20. He turned 20. last
He can be
season.
22 in the CHL.
Oh, really?
Yep. You just typically don't.
Can you look 22 playing the season? I'm not fast enough.
You don't look
Anyways,
22 either. You look 18.
we traded up for him, right? Like, didn't he?
I think
trade
so.
Yeah, we
yeah.
traded a.
Yeah, and the last
together
time he did that, he got Vasilevsky, so it's like,
He knows what he's doing.
yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Big
I mean,
Swedes,
people-
Europeans, and apparently
People all thought that he was stupid for getting Mo Sider. Now they all look dumb.
God.
I still think it was he could have got him probably at pick 15, but
No,
he
so the rumor is that Ken Holland was taking him like 2 picks later, so he had to.
yeah, and Holland's not exactly
Although, God, it would have been
he
a great.
shows his cards.
Yeah.
Basically what I'm saying.
It would have been a great payday for Mo Sider to go there. He would have just gave him everything.
No, he would have sat in the farm system like
Yeah.
he did to all of our players.
I think that's because we were still riding the dead soup high.
Yeah.
I also,
Let's put a 7th rounder in there. Okay.
anyone okay with the Zadina signing of 3 more years?
I'd even see that. No, I got to do.
Yeah.
If I'm going to have a podcast, I got to do some research.
I've seen it.
I'm sorry, I'm
It
bad
popped
at
up
this.
Friday or Thursday or Friday. I seen it. They signed him to another
That's
3 years.
To
That
be
better
fair,
be for
though,
trade.
it's not. It wasn't for a lot.
It doesn't matter.
It's a prove it deal, and on top of that, like that's kind of one of the jokes I see on the Reddit page. I read that one at the office on board.
Perfect.
Is they're
One
like
day a week he's in the office.
he's gonna get traded to Edmonton if he doesn't work out. So Holland will take anyone we don't want. So
Yeah, I would love that. And then we could get McDavid straight up. That'd be
Right.
cool.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Zadina McDavid straight up, bam.
I just
Done.
I don't understand why you would even sign him to a 3. You want to do a prove it deal, then give him a 1-year deal.
It's
That's an aggressive prove it deal.
yeah, that's
He's not a bad player. He's just not what he should be.
For someone who walked out of that draft with a chip on his shoulder, as much as he did for not getting picked as high as he
He's
was.
also a douchebag.
Yeah, well,
At me, Zadina.
he's literally not. He's not performing to what he thinks. Like I feel like even he thinks he's not performing to what he's capable.
well, that's his issue.
Well,
is
when you
not
shoot in the
lack
chest,
of-
you can't score.
Right. He's got a lot of lack of confidence. That's for sure.
We're giving him. He's playing first line minutes too
Yeah.
with Larkin and Raymond. He's just not getting it done. And then Vrana comes in, plays 15 games, turns out to be our 3rd best goal scorer in those 15 games.
Scores 20
It's crazy.
15 games.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's here
nuts.
for 60 games. Sweet.
It's better than Mantha, who's literally made of glass.
Yeah, that's true.
So, any closing comments? Anything you want our 10 viewers to know?
Yeah,
Three of 'em are
get some friends to join our.
If you tell 2 people and those 2 people tell 2 people, we're on to something.
we could quit our jobs.
That's how I explain it to Alex. Is like that's how you that's how you
Pyramid scheme.
yeah. Literally what it is.
That's what we're
That's
trying
why
to do.
my expectations aren't. Oh my god! I thought what did he say? Like you said like
He said
1,000.
20,000.
Yeah, you're wild.
It was like May 27th. We got back from around and said, "Hey, I'm doing this on the 1st," and I got all gung ho and he's 20,000. I was like, "Okay, man."
Like
Have we not got there yet?
If you get
No.
you get to 100, right? You get to 100, and those 100 tell a couple people, and half of them subscribe. You're 150,
Yeah.
and then those 150 tell people half of them. Now you're at 225, and then it's just
Someone hits a hole in one, we're probably at 1,000 overnight.
exactly.
People love good golf.
And I
at the
think
end of the day.
once this thing start, we can keep like we talked about the other day, like putting all the effort in. But until we start getting to that level, we don't need to go like create 20,000. Oh man, if we
Yeah.
don't get that, it sucks. Like,
That's
no,
why I
it's
said
just-
like in the comment, like, hey, if once we see 10 likes, I'll
Yeah.
put the Anywho counter up.
Yeah. I put it up in my head.
Doesn't
Doesn't matter what you do.
And visually,
Yeah.
I see it. It takes me a minute, but I get it. So yeah, I mean that's a good heading point. I like it. It was very humble, if you will. So with that being said, stay humble, everybody.